You're very welcome back to Soccer Card United for episode 97. This is the Soccer Card Podcast. My name is Jason. That's Enzo. Hi, Enzo.
Hello, Jason.
How are you?
Great.
I don't know whether to ask you, are you tired or are you excited? Because it's one of the biggest weeks of Soccer Card United's young hobby life.
I got my hair cut today.
Okay, you look great.
Thanks.
You look sharper because we were
Guess
just in
where I went?
London. I don't know.
Turkish barber on Camden Street.
Okay, little plug for the Turkish barber on Camden Street there.
They looked out. I didn't want to get too... Anyway.
That's very stylish.
Yeah, I didn't want to go too much because I kind of said when I come back from the States, I'll do that.
Yeah,
It was so big, I didn't want to do... It was like halfway.
You don't want to take any risks just before the national.
No. Come on.
We don't do like sponsors on the show. But if the
Mostly we're
Turkish...
sponsored by Out of Pocket.
What's that?
We're sponsored by Out of Pocket. The show is done out of our own pocket, Jason.
Oh, I see. That's a good phrase. I never heard that before.
There you go. I got it from a good friend of mine from Chicago.
Ah, great.
There you go.
So what I was going to say was, we don't do sponsors, but if we did, and the Turkish barber said, we'll sponsor you.
Oh,
And we just got to advertise the Turkish barber every week.
we'll tell them, listen, we're after starting video content.
Yeah, people can see how good your hair looks.
There you go. Get haircuts every week.
Yep.
That'd be a great sponsor.
We were just in London
We were just in London.
for the London Card Show.
The London Card Show.
And it was our third time in London in 2022.
Third time in London in our entire lives.
In our entire lives. We've gone from never been there to going there once every couple of months.
And all it took was card shows
Yeah.
to get us there.
And it was
A heavy one.
a heavy one. We did it in one day.
One day we flew out, we did the show, we flew back.
Yeah. So we
We were running the whole day. We barely had time for food, but it was genuinely a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of people are doom and gloom in the summer, the market's down, all this kind of stuff. We didn't really know what the energy or the vibe of the show would be like, but it was probably the best one so far.
Yeah, the energy was unmatched.
We got a lot of listeners coming up to us.
Yeah, that was so nice. We're not even going to name them because we're so many, but some of you know who you are.
Some of you know.
Yeah.
I had a real fun. I'm going to give one mention. Mike Smallon.
Okay.
He was there with his wife, and she was like, instead of being like the kind of the wife or the girlfriend that's like, I don't want to be here, this is there, but she was kind of there and like she was real happy, but
Right.
like embarrassed on his behalf,
Right.
but in a kind of giggly way. But then I felt embarrassed because I was like,
Because he was coming up to you, was it?
that was great, but I was like, she was almost like, I can't believe. I felt like she was like, oh, I can't believe my husband is just like, he's such a nerd, you know?
Right.
And then I was sitting there being like, are me and Jason nerds?
Absolutely.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So I had a moment of realization, but the two of them were adorable people. Is how I would describe both of them. Mike
Lovely
as well.
people.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Very happy. Very sweet.
Yeah.
And it was a really that kind of encapsulated. We had a lot of those interactions throughout the
A
day.
lot of great interactions. A lot of people.
A lot of people talking about the podcast. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
At one point, do you know what was crazy for me? At one point, we were talking to somebody who came up and was like, I'm this person from social media.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, this is amazing. Great to meet you. And finally in person.
Finally.
And then another person was standing there and he said, oh, you're that person. I'm this person. And then without even acknowledging us, they like greeted each other. And it was like a whole, like, this is like the community.
It was happening.
It was happening. It was brilliant.
It's weird. It's the third show we've been to, but this was the first one I really felt like the Twitter names were getting faces
Yes.
for the most part.
That's right. And another thing that was interesting about this show was, we'll just jump straight into Hobby HQ because this is it. Was trades.
We did a lot of trades.
We did a lot of trades. I think last time we were in London was our kind of first experience of doing trades in a real way.
Yeah.
And so this time,
Can I say, last time in London, we did trades, and I was, by the end of it, I was like, how did we end up with these cards?
Yeah.
I was confused. Like, I don't know. The Jude image variation autograph, I have no idea what we gave away for that.
no, me neither.
What was the other one that I had no idea how we got? There's a Hamilton of 25 we got, I had no idea. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another card. I can't, not even in the top of my head, I can't think of it. But I was like, how did this happen?
I remember we got that box of FIFA Score.
I remember that. That's unforgettable.
What was that for?
I think we got FIFA Score, Pinamonti maybe. Or maybe that was the same one. We gave away a FIFA Score or something. Maybe some money was for a Pierre Gasly 70th portrait. I remember that very well.
Okay.
But this time around, we were deep into trades.
Deep in the trades.
And we had a great time.
Yeah. That was really good. We traded for some trying to think. We got loads of stuff. We did a part trade, part cash deal for Robert Lewandowski. Kaboom
PSA 10.
Road to Qatar, Don Ross. He has a couple of Kabooms, but his most recent Kaboom, PSA 10.
Polish kit.
Very exciting. We traded for... Was the Bobby Firmino a trade?
I don't know how we ended, but it was definitely a trade.
We got a Bobby Firmino Kaboom.
For something.
We
got a Bowman Sapphire.
Bowman Sapphire in a big deal. I mentioned that was with Sports Cards Company.
That was a big deal.
It was a big deal. That was like...
I was trying to fight some of that deal, I think.
I know. You were so tired by the end of that day.
I was dead. To be honest, there was a lot of deals. There was one deal you did that I didn't like.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe there was two.
Well, we don't have to discuss it on the air.
No, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to let people know that they got one up on us.
But yeah, so like there was a few deals been done. It was good vibes.
Great vibes.
Yeah, and it was just nice. And like there was no... Occasionally someone would say like, have you heard the market's down and stuff? But like, and okay, prices were not... Like we were obviously comping things on the day, and like you could see like it was like highs in May and June and all, but like we're off season and there was no sense of people selling up before. Like a lot of people, like the amount of people trade, because I thought if people are going to sell up and try and get out, they're going to be looking for cash.
Yeah.
And we just trying to get cashed out. Like the Robert Lewandowski was a big deal. The asking price I think was like £900 or something. The negotiation started at something like that, and that I kind of thought like, oh, this is someone that's just like cashing out a big card. But then we ended up doing like a 3/4 trade, quarter cash deal for it or something.
We having some wax, I think. I think
Wax,
some
yeah,
people
yeah,
are
sorry,
thinking
wax.
wax is more liquid sometimes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you might have been trying to cash out. With
Maybe
an
so.
extra step.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people were kind of buying up before the national. There was a lot of that going on. A lot of people kind of thought, I can get this here and I can bring it to the States and someone will buy it there.
That's what we thought.
I think that was happening.
We also got a couple of we got our first ever baseball box. That was the 2022 Bowman Sapphire.
First ever baseball cards. Basketball card.
Basketball cards. So we got a Steph Curry 2018 or 2019 Prism.
Of 25 PSA 9.
Green Pulsar PSA 9. And we also, I traded I think a Hannibal Mejbri Sapphire base card, base Sapphire for an Isaiah Stewart autograph, the Detroit Pistons. Both kind of like $10 to $15 cards.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine.
No
There's other Hannibals. We have other Hannibals, better Hannibal cards. Like,
there's Hannibals out
it's
there.
not a big deal. There's Hannibals out there.
We did one triple trade to get an Eric Cantona auto, and then a few minutes later we sold the Eric Cantona auto, and that to me felt like such a wheel and deal moment.
Yes, that was like, we were like, what should we do? You said, well, let's put the thing on the... You literally said, someone will give us £100 for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that seems strange because like we just traded for it, and then somebody else literally walked up to the table and goes, how much is that? £100. Yeah, grand. Take cash.
I couldn't believe he didn't negotiate that. I was delighted.
He didn't.
I was delighted with that.
Oh my god, he just was like, yes, grand, done.
Yeah, fine. I finally sold my Mbappe Futera card. It was one of my first purchases ever.
Yeah.
Bought it for like 100. I sold it for £200.
Yes. Good stuff.
So it took a long time to sell, but it doubled, more than doubled.
And it's been in our displays at our shows.
You were sick of it.
I was sick of it because it was like we do like a nice display of something.
And my Futera card was just there.
And no disrespect to Futera, like if we had other Futera cards to put with it.
It just didn't make sense. And it was also like we have stuff that belongs to Soccer Cards United and that just belonged to me.
Yeah.
We sold a Zhao to a very stubborn, hard-nosed vet.
Yeah.
Who was not given budge. We were fighting over £5 at one point. Jason just wanted us both to leave.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But I was like, for me, it wasn't even about the money. It was about the respect.
I knew that.
I was like, what do you mean?
That's why I was annoyed.
We just split the difference.
Yeah.
The £5 is there. That's it. And he said, no.
This guy, watching you and this
me.
guy argue about this F1 card.
That was fun, though.
For you.
That was funny. There was people witnessing that.
But you know, it was like, it was one of those things that like was funny and then it wasn't and then it was and then it wasn't.
No, it was great.
No.
He was very serious.
That's what I'm saying.
What about when I was eating the chips doing deals?
Okay, this was something else. This was like...
That was nuts. I can't even remember that.
That was nuts.
That might have been the Bobby Firmino.
It could have been, right. So at one point, we like were so busy that we both were occupied a lot of the time.
Listen.
So we couldn't really take lunch.
Think you won't see that at the National?
No, I actually don't, because like I was like, if I had been... Here's what I felt.
If you were on the other side
honestly,
of the table...
That's honestly, like if
no.
I was on the other side of the table and the guy I was dealing with, I handed him my card and he like ate a chip, wiped his hands, and then got the card I just gave him.
In a top loader, though.
No,
the grease on the top loader.
I would just say,
stop that.
Give me that back. I'll come back later. You're clearly busy.
Yeah, he didn't.
But he didn't. And then I was like, I didn't care because I was like, right, this guy doesn't have any respect for himself.
No, I think you're too serious.
I'm not serious.
You're very serious.
I just don't think...
I was hungry.
I know you.
Why didn't you step in and do that part of the deal if it mattered so much to you?
Because were you going to sit there quietly and let me do the deal?
No, you're bad at that.
So then.
The Bruno Fernandes breaks my heart.
What did I give a guy?
You gave an of 25 first edition Bruno Fernandes for an of 15 FIFA score Mason Mount.
Mason Mount. I have a sentimental attachment to Mason Mount.
I know, but that broke my heart.
But it's not worth anything.
That's the problem.
It's just
The
a Mason
Bruno
Mount
was.
card. No, Mason Mount. No, I mean the Bruno's not worth anything.
No, it was.
No, I don't think so.
It was.
Mason Mount has a historical place in this show.
No, I know that, but we have enough Mason Mount. We don't really.
We don't actually.
But not for Bruno. That Bruno, I had so
Bruno
much confidence.
Fernandes is a volume merchant that means nothing to me. And that's the way it is.
But I love orange tops cards.
What were you doing at that time?
I think that was my one break.
Exactly. No breaks for you.
No breaks.
Nah.
You fucking. I came back from the break. Bruno was gone,
Yeah.
and we had the autographed basketball card
Yeah.
of the guy I didn't know. And I said, "What
If
has happened?"
you ever...
That was me walking into the room with the pizzas, being like, "I got my lunch," and then just looking, everything's on fire.
Here's a tip for everyone out there.
Oh.
If you're ever at a show and Soccer Cards United has a stall, if you want a deal, get to the table when Enzo's not there.
That's fucking dirty.
Because
Don't.
I will literally give you anything.
There was some people buying cards for us for like £50, and if they had have offered 10, we would have sold it.
Yes, that's right. That's how I felt. I was like, we're going to be up or something, we're going to be down. It's fine.
But Jay, listen, I'm gonna find something for you. You know what? From now on at shows,
Yeah.
you're just gonna be a content man.
Okay.
I'm gonna hire
But then
someone.
I'm not doing any... Because I would happily just not even...
No, I'm saying it might happen. You know, you have to be at the table.
I don't want to be at the table.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna bring a friend of mine with me.
Yeah.
We're gonna man the table. You,
A friend of yours or can it be both as mutual friend?
it's mutual friend.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Depends what show, right? But listen, this is from now on. Our table will consist of two sellers,
Right.
me and
this-
someone else.
Someone else.
You'll be running around,
Yeah.
contacting and looking at stuff. You can't make a purchase of maybe there's an upper limit to how much you can spend
Yeah.
at a table. I don't want to come
Without
back and see a lot of
authorization.
deli alleys. You need authorization, right?
Yeah, okay.
For certain spend limits, which is I think fair.
Yeah.
But you also need to kind of you need to occasionally come back to the table, because I think people do come to the Soccer United table in the hopes of seeing both of us.
Exactly. So that's how I feel. I feel like if they come in here to see both of us, and it's a low card, well, just do it.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. You've just gone off the rails.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Get to me,
No,
and I'll give it to you.
edit this out.
I'm not editing it out.
I'll be staying there fine.
Yeah, I think it's like, for me, when I think about card shows, what have I enjoyed about card shows so far? I've enjoyed the community. I've enjoyed making money. I've enjoyed moving cards you can't move on eBay. I've enjoyed seeing like actual collectors, like Eric Cantona, for instance.
Yeah.
Someone sees an Eric Cantona at a show. We don't know what about them likes Eric Cantona, but they just like Eric Cantona. Oh, I never saw that before. I need that. They buy it.
Same happened with the Jude image variation base. Someone seen it, bought it, said to us that I was looking for that specific card.
Yes,
I had
exactly.
to get it.
Similar thing with the Ronaldo green sapphire. Some people came up, and actually, do you know what
apparently
happened?
sold that cheap.
No, but here's the thing. Somebody said to me at the end of the show, they said, I came up to the two of you this morning and I asked how much that was, and you said it was
80.
it was under what we ended up selling it for.
Did we?
Somebody came up to us and said, how much is that? And we said, like, I think we said 60 or something. And then later on, we had forgotten how much we'd said to the first guy. And so
I don't remember saying 60 on that card.
No, neither did I.
Maybe he might have got it.
He might have been mistaken.
Because to be honest, we said 80, but then someone else came trying to sell us the same card, but it wasn't our card. It was the same type of card. Ronaldo of 75 Sapphire. And I said to him, like, he had loads of things he was trying to sell. So I said, tell me what your price is, that Ronaldo, so I can know how full of shit you are.
Yeah.
Because I just sold it for 80 in my head. So I'm like, what did you... Then he goes, wait, you sold it. Can you tell me? Because I'm trying to figure out the price. I said, listen. And then I think he said 300 or 350.
But that wasn't real.
That's what I'm saying. But then I said to him, are you fucking mad? We sold it for 80. But then he told me
Yeah.
an of 150 or an of 199 sold for 150 or something like that. But I'm like, that probably wasn't real.
That might not be real. You always get people pulling trigger on cards
Early.
when the product drops.
Yeah.
Like, never buy cards.
I'm happy with
from
80
set.
for that, but also that would have been a very gradable card.
It would have been.
But it didn't, like, for me, that's not something that I'm like,
Yeah. Exactly. So, like,
it was a great show.
it was a great show. Really good. Harry's done an unbelievable job with that show.
Yeah, twice. Well, we've only been to 2.
Yeah. And, like, I know we weren't at the old venue, but he's taking it to a new venue.
Can I actually say about Tops?
Yeah.
They weren't there in person at this one. They were at the last one.
Yeah.
But I got another Tops t-shirt.
I got one too this time.
Last show, I got 2 of them, and I love them.
Yeah.
In the house, I always have them on. I love them. Whenever I'm coming to do the show, I have to make sure not to be wearing it.
Yeah, 'cause
it's
it
so
looks
comfortable. But I can't just be like Tops, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But the Project 2020 shirt dropped. I ran straight over, got it.
Yeah.
And I had that on today before I got my haircut, and oh my god, them t-shirts are top class.
They're doing a good job with the
They're
t-shirts.
so like I can't like listen. They might not be known for t-shirts.
Yeah.
They're better with the cardboard, but they have that. They know what they're doing with their t-shirts. Like I'm hoping there's more t-shirts at the National.
Wow. You got to get all your Tops t-shirts before the Fanatics takeover fully kicks into effect.
Oh, stop!
Because Fanatics manufacture their own clothes
And they won't be having
and
these.
they're not good quality.
No, this quality on these are amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
love
while
them.
they're still outsourcing it to like
And the Project 2020 look great.
they do.
I'm gonna have that one of the days. The National, I'm gonna be rocking that because to be honest, I have an outfit that just looks perfect with.
Like these Project 22 cards that dropped. We got a bundle the first week. We didn't actually talk about it last week on the show, but they just look so good. Like they had to change the Haaland one I think at the last minute to make because it was like exactly the same but in the Dortmund kit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they did this whole design, and then the Man City kit had to be
Put on it.
put on top of it. You got the Man City, Haaland. You have the Ronaldo, Man United. Who knows where he's going to end up?
Jesus.
The Messi with the like the police tape design. That's really cool. That's from Tyson Beck actually. Then you have Dan Layden designed the Gavi for FC Barcelona, based in Sligo, Ireland.
An Irishman.
Very exciting. And then you have the Jude.
That's a great one.
Yeah, he's in like almost like a, what would you call that? Like a
Sci-fi.
test tube or something like that. You know.
He's made in a lab.
Exactly. It was like superhuman kind of thing. So these were lovely.
Jude, being a Jude PCer must be fun because that motherfucker has cards.
So many cards.
Some of the most, like even some of his top snails are beautiful. You know, the one where he's looking into the camera.
Yeah.
The Stadium Club one is
Yeah.
like Jude is photogenic young man.
Jude looks great.
Looks fantastic.
He's killing it.
He's doing great. And then the image variation, of course, which is
Now
in high demand for the National, might I say.
that image variation.
Yeah, we keep trying to find comps, and we found one comp eventually, but that card does not show up often.
No.
It's a very nice card.
There's still boxes of Stadium Club on eBay for like $270.
For last year?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I just don't understand it because like
270 is kind of high, though.
was that not roughly around what it came out at?
No, yeah, but it's still kind of high. If you think you open it, you'd make a profit necessarily.
I
know that's not the point
I mean,
of
in
it,
terms
can I
of like
say?
the cards, like for instance, like there's boxes of all sorts of sets that you open and there's like nothing.
Yeah.
But in terms of the cards you can get, and in terms of the stack checklist and the iconic images and all that,
I think
like,
it's just volume. There's a lot of it, and I don't think there's a lot of soccer collectors in comparison yet.
yeah. I think a lot of people are confused with what Stadium Club is still. When we start seeing like big Stadium Club sales,
Yeah.
then maybe I don't know. But the 2022 card, Project 2022 cards, somebody was saying, are you gonna collect the whole set on Twitter? And I was like, well, probably get them in hand and see what they look like. And then someone else said there'll be like 8 weeks of this, maybe 16 weeks
There'll be
before you
more.
ever get them in hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're just gonna have to keep, if you want them, because they
find
just keep buying them, and then you might get them sometime.
No, I just remember Project 2020 was really hyped when it first happened. I remember there was some crazy cards coming out, but in general, they just obviously too much was made. You know,
And they can't, like I remember at the end of Project 2020, they just kept releasing.
Mike True.
Yeah, and card this week, and people were like, I can't keep buying these cards.
Yeah. No, for me, like obviously they have to do what they have to do, but I would never say I'm collecting all of them because for me that's going to be a massive undertaking.
Yeah.
I want to collect when I see nice ones. I'm going to get one,
Yeah,
but I don't know how many I'll get. I don't think we'll get bundles all the time now. I think we'll be more selective.
unless the next, like if they keep it at that level, but they've really gone early. I think with that, like they've picked Messi, Ronaldo.
No, but there'll be more Ronaldo's, more Messi's. I think that's my understanding of it. Each artist can do
whatever they want.
I think so. But that's also why it could be hard to collect them all. Like
Although
that's not going
Haaland
to
and
be.
Jude, like I feel like
They're not going to not do Haaland and Jude again, for example.
right.
Like,
No, but
I
I'm
remember there was
saying I
one
think
where-
Haaland and Jude are probably definitely Jude is probably a tops pick.
Oh yeah, like, but I think Tops give a list of people, or probably say you have to. This artist has to do with Jude,
Right, yeah,
and then give
okay,
them the
yeah.
freedom to do what they want with Jude. I
Yeah.
think. But in general, I remember seeing a lot of Mike Trouts from Project 2020. I think. At least I remember one where he was like a lizard person.
A lizard person.
Oh, I'm gonna pull that up, Jason. I don't think you've ever seen that.
I never saw that. I never saw this Mike Trout lizard person. I barely know who Mike Trout is. I just know he's a baseball player.
Project 70.
Actually, I was listening to somebody talk about baseball, and you know Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani both play for the Angels,
Yeah.
and
Was that Project 70? Maybe.
I don't know. But there's this like kind of meme that like every Angels match report is like, Mike Trout hit 5 home runs, and Shohei Ohtani did something that hasn't been done since 1906 when he did, this and this and this.
But they're always losing.
The Angels lost 11-6 to, and it's like that kind of reminded me of Haaland when he was at Dortmund, where it's like Erling Haaland became the highest ever scorer in the 21, the Champions League, and did this and did this and did this. Dortmund lost 3-2 to Hoffenheim this weekend. It's like...
Okay, this is from Project 70,
Okay.
which I don't know what that is compared to Project 2020.
Right.
And that's my best. It's probably not a lizard person, but
Oh,
you get the vibe.
that's cool. I like that very much.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Can you show the camera?
Oh, I can try. I think they've seen it.
Some of them have seen it, some of them haven't. There you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So
Yeah, I don't know what Project 70 was. Maybe it was kind of an alt thing. But from Project 2020, I think I've only seen 2 Mike Trout, so maybe I'm wrong on that one.
Okay, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. I'm excited. I want to see what else comes out, but I get you, Jason.
Right. Okay, so that's London. That's Project 2022. Interesting thing from Panini UK and Ireland today. They announced that they are doing a England set. So the best of England official trading cards set came out. Men senior, women senior, rookies and legends. In the concept art, there's an Alan Shearer, there's a David Beckham auto, of course, an exclusive signee with Panini. There's a Bukayo Saka, there's a Georgia Stanway, and it's 52 cards per box, 2 numbered parallels in every box, plus autograph cards. They say roughly falling 1 in 10. No checklist, no idea who the autographs are.
Jesus.
But it does seem like Panini, on a global level, are moving they realize that people want soccer cards. They don't want match attacks.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
an Excel, or just
They're giving Europe a bit more spice recently.
exactly. Like even Topps, I think, announced some match attacks thing where it had like actual autographs, sticker autos in it. Like it does seem like just based on that alone, the hobby is growing in Europe
Facts.
because people are like, right, we can just sell these here. We don't have to. They don't have to go to America and try and get these.
That's a good time to release that as well. Like the women's English team are doing so well, and we're just going into a World Cup as well. So
Yeah.
it's a nice little set.
I think you can pre-order now, and it starts shipping in October. Why not just
Tell us about it in October.
tell us about it in October when it's
Because
ready?
they're all like hedging against risk and shit, and they're just like, we're not making it until we know how many are sold. And it's like
We need to have 25% sold before anything gets printed.
stupid.
It's so messed up. Like if someone said, we're just giving these people interest-free loans, like
Yeah. And it's also like just have your finger on the pulse enough to be able to gauge.
predict.
And guess what? If you make too little,
Yeah,
it's alright.
that's all right. Yeah.
That's the thing. No, it's
That's
not
what I
great.
was saying to you earlier, actually, and you disagreed. When it's your business, you feel differently.
No, but you.
No.
No, because this thing you don't understand about me. At the card show, like it's not even about the money, and it's not
I
about.
know that.
No, but this is the thing. It's fun for some people, not for you. You don't care, but it's fun to do fun deals, and it's fun to actually do a negotiation, as opposed to just going, "Yeah, you can have that."
Yeah, but it's also fun to have fun.
No, but there is fun. Like you don't get it. We're different people.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't. We can't even get into it.
I won't negotiate, basically, is my thing.
But there's no need to negotiate with you. You'll give it away for free.
That's what I'm saying. So, but
Makes no
like,
sense.
if you come up to me and you say like, "Do you want to do a deal?" I'll say like, "Yeah, let's do a deal." But if we go long, I just get bored. That's why I just get bored. The longer it goes on, the more what I'm thinking, and this has happened.
Because you don't care.
It's not that I don't care. It's just like people negotiate and people.
Yeah,
say,
like if
like,
someone else is passionately cares, you're just like, oh yeah, don't give a fuck.
yeah, because I'm like, you clearly need this on some deeper level than I do. Like, so I can see in their eyes, they want like, they're going like £2, £5. I'm like, I can't do this. Like,
I had one person take a Bernardo Silva off me from the City set, and he wanted. I said £5.
Yeah.
which was like you'd never get that on eBay, right?
£5 from this, just a base card, was it?
No, it was another 99, but
Okay.
no, but it was still shit, right? He came looking, do you have Bernardo Silva? And I said, do you I actually have one? At
Yeah,
that point, I know you want it.
Yeah.
And for me, I only said £5 because I was like,
What, you're not going to price anything lower than that.
I don't know any other coin. I don't know the system that
Yeah.
the British pounds are. And he said, I'll give you £2. And I was thinking, I don't even know what £2 looks like. I don't
Yeah.
really want that. And it's changes. I don't want change. We went back and forth, and I just said, listen. Then you were getting a photo with Sports Card Cymru, I believe.
Yeah.
And then I said to him, listen, give me the £2, but you have to take the photo. Because you were asking me to take the photo.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, I'm not sure. And his mate was like, nah, it's a good deal. It's a good deal.
That I love. I love that.
That was fun.
That was fun.
But it's all fun, Jason.
But see that negotiation over the
Yeah.
gel?
That was intense.
That was intense, and
That became something it wasn't.
it became something it wasn't.
he was trying to get me to ship him 2 base cards. But that's the thing. He was trying to. There was a Kaboom involved at one point as well. James Harden Kaboom.
Yeah. And to be honest, in that negotiation, I wasn't actually angry at you. I was angry at him. I was like,
he was wilding out.
I kind of just wanted you to tell him to fuck off.
Oh.
Because he was like
Unreasonable.
And I don't like to deal with those kind of people. I was like, a couple of times I said like to him, like, it's this or this. And then he just like wouldn't go away. It's very annoying.
But he did I think he bought a few bits off us. Oh, that
No,
was the other guy.
he was grand. Like, he was a nice guy. I'm not saying he was a bad guy, but it's like, to me,
He wasn't given anything.
he wasn't given anything. And it's like, we don't need your business, buddy.
Yeah, he kept pricing the James Harden Kaboom at 300, but it was clearly in between 2 and 250.
Yes,
Some of them did 300, but he was just like, he'd seen one comp at 300 and said, that is it.
Yeah.
And I was like, mate, that's not. And he was telling us ours was 200. And I'm like, yours is 200.
It's like, say someone comes over, right? And they're like, like, I'm probably, like, they're like, you say, well, I think we're like, maybe I'm giving you a better deal here. And they go like, yeah, but like, come on, like, or whatever. They say they do something funny or fun. That's grand, because you're not lying. You're admitting
that you're acting up.
And you're basically asking us to do you a favor. And to like, just, come on, you'll make it up, you're grand, you don't
That
need
fellow was being crazy.
But if you're like actually just lying and just going like, no, it's actually not this, it's this. It's like,
Get on.
You're not an honorable person. So, but then luckily we had you, and you were like, you're like, this is like your visualization of, for the camera, of Enzo and this guy. It's like, and then eventually Enzo's like, bah!
No, my thing on that Zhao was the other card. I have no idea how we got at the last card show.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got it, I don't remember, but whatever. I had accepted an offer for that for €210 on eBay.
Right.
eBay's going to take their fees, all this bullshit. The person never paid. They said, I've made a miscalculation, blah, blah, blah. That was the thing I posted on eBay. So then eventually this guy paid £180 for it in person.
Yeah.
So for me, my maths was like, that's great. But I wanted the James Harden Kaboom.
Yes.
And we weren't able to make that work. Because that was for the National.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, but then we'd have 3 Kabooms. Suddenly we went from no Kabooms to 3.
Yeah, what do we, the Kaboom?
Kaboom, like,
Yeah.
So I wanted that, but he was just like, it's 300. I was like, it's not. And he was trying to make me give him €300 worth of cards for in trade. And I was like, that's not.
It's no good. It's like.
Then he wanted a different loader for and all this.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
See, that kind of thing. But also, I think that's the kind of.
But you need to have that in you, Jason. You don't want to, but like if you had a table at the National, there'd be a lot of that happening.
Yeah. But can I say as well? And
this is when you get into a Sasha T thing and you're like, we're close.
This is the honest truth.
That's what I should have said to that fella. We're close.
We're close. We are close.
No, but when I went to £5.
Yeah. No, you said 190. He said
180.
180. You said 185, and he said no.
He said 180. At that point, I should have said, okay, no.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Because he just kept saying no, but kept standing there.
Yeah. That's what was
that was weird. Yeah. That's what I
because
knew the
we
deal
had
was
we
still
had like
on.
listeners and stuff at the table, and I'm
not
like,
happening.
these are our friends.
You're not in front of our friends.
Not in front of our friends. But I think as well, and this is the honest truth.
Yeah.
The honest truth is, I'm an exaggerated version of myself, and so are you when we're together. If you genuinely left me at a table on my own to make money, I would not just go like, I mean, imagine you weren't there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just go like, yeah, that's grand, take that. But I know it's all like,
I don't know that to be true. Do you think you're like Enzo's doing enough bad cop? You have the room to
completely
do a good cop?
Completely.
Like Enzo's after
I'm
squeezing
like,
them
if
for
I'm
this.
like that and he's like that,
Oh, that'd be awful.
then I don't want to be those guys.
No.
We're just two Sasha T's being like, not making
whoa,
eye contact.
whoa.
No, not making eye contact with people being like,
No, he makes.
no, but you know when you see the
Don't
videos of the people.
say people at the National. Don't say.
Sorry.
Don't take
Not
shots.
Sasha T. I never met the guy.
Yeah, he'll shut you down. I spoke to him. He looked in my eyes. He has great beard.
Okay, but I've seen a lot of videos where people not like him, people like him.
People not too dissimilar to him.
Yeah, are like, there's someone there talking to them, and they're just like, yeah, man, I don't know, like, I don't even think.
Yeah.
And you can't be those guys because that's not what we've built this podcast on.
No,
And it's
we're not
also
them
culturally in
not very
Ireland and the
Irish.
UK, it's not like that at all. And I think that guy that we had the Zhao negotiation with, giving us a little preview
Of what we could
of
see.
what it could be like at the National.
I think a lot of people would be very nice. But I also think at the National, based on what we experienced at London, our table was fucking flooded. We barely had time for. I was eating chips in front of people making deals.
Yeah.
The National is going to be that times 10. Like people know this is the time of the year where they can move everything.
It's the 1 week you can sell any card you want.
And so I don't think a lot of people are going to have a lot of time to just chat bollocks
No,
to ourselves.
me neither.
So
And that's good.
no, it's great. People are going to be busy.
But yeah, so I think like the
My knee is fucked.
your knee.
Like it's way worse than it was in London.
Oh no. Everyone Enzo's knee. But what about the national?
I need a Tylenol.
Concrete floors.
If anyone wants that, Jude, I'll bring a pack of Tylenol.
Pack of Tylenol.
Catch me at the right time.
People were advising us to do illegal narcotics, Enzo.
Oh my god.
Don't be advised. We could get deported.
And just let people know, I'm gonna have like, if you're looking to do a deal at the national, we don't have a table, so Jason's not walking around with slabs. You have to come through me.
Yeah. But if you'd like to take a picture,
Oh, absolutely.
if you can find me.
If I get lost at the national, I'll just go like this and I'll find you. Look up to the ceiling. Oh, there he is. He's over there.
You just see me stalking around.
Someday, do you know what's going to happen to you?
What's that?
You're going to go to a table at the national. You're going to see an Atletico card that you'd love.
Yeah.
And they're going to be a cunt to you.
Yeah.
And you're going to be shattered. And you'll never be nice to a man at the table again. Or you'll always be nice to people at tables forever.
Yeah. I think like...
I have an Italian jersey and a Milan jersey, and I was tempted to rock around the national one of the days with it, but I have a feeling the salesmen are going to be like, Milan, here's a Milan card, buy it off me now, and I'm just going to be like, relax.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Although, I don't think there's that much soccer.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean anyone that has soccer
They're
is
gonna
going to see
see-
you and go like, I have a Sandro Tonali auto.
I mean, if they have that, hold
Yeah,
on
yeah.
a minute. I'm more scared of them saying like, I have a Benacer, not even Benacer, fucking. I'm trying to think back to the banter.
You have like a Charango or like a...
Oh, don't you dare.
What's the guy's name? The Spanish guy.
Brahim Diaz.
No,
Suso.
no, not Suso. Castillejo or something like that.
Stop.
You know, something a bit ridiculous, like.
Something that I'm just not interested in. But I don't know. I might do it. I'll first day is going to be your big gauging for us, figuring it out.
Yeah.
But can I just say, London Card Show was amazing. We have a lot of fun. We're expecting to have a lot of fun at the National.
Yeah.
Sunday is the MLS game.
I think so, yeah.
Are we going to the MLS game?
I don't know. I don't know the logistics of getting to Philadelphia and back.
Fair.
So I should probably actually reach out to Justin, who originally said it to us.
Yeah.
I
I was thinking like trying to do a Soccer United meet up around that, but if we don't know like, this is the problem with going to London. We're not prepared for the National necessarily. We'll be preparing on the plane.
God.
I'm tired after London.
No, so am I.
I can't wait to sleep on this plane.
Right, and then so Panini got that England license, which basically confirms what we saw in the match attacks cards, I think, that were for the Nations League.
Yeah.
Which is that Topps will not have
certain licenses for certain national teams, which is shocking.
That really hurts the upcoming international sets.
Yeah.
Really
Huge.
hurts them bad.
Like, they don't have Italy.
Yeah. Don't have Italy. If they don't have England, you know. Now, you were saying about 2014 in Prism,
But that looked terrible.
but that looked bad, and there's no real iconic England cards from that set. So yeah,
Because of that.
So that would really hurt a lot. If
That concerns me for 2022 Prism. Like, do Topps get in Argentina now? Like, it might be too late.
yeah,
Like, they might still Panini Argentina cards could still be Argentina cards in Prism, but maybe they're not. Who knows?
I have no idea. It is slightly worrying. All of this,
I would have thought if you get the Nations League license, you get all the national teams that are in the Nations League.
because surely they'd sign a merchandising agreement when they join the league.
Yeah. So it's weird, but clearly not.
Yeah, but especially like it's the bigger nations, like so.
I think it's Germany, France, Italy, England.
So maybe they're the only ones that have the bargaining power to say, and we keep our image rights. You don't own them.
But like, I don't know. But in that case, Jason, here's one. Would you rather it be the teams in there unlicensed with sticker autos and all that sort of shit, or just the teams omitted like Lyon were omitted from the Women's Champions League?
I think omit them. Don't put them in there, because like you're only. It's that thing of like you were saying about with
producing
Panini,
a cheap product.
with
cheap
Panini,
looking
it's like, why do you always have to have your cake at the expense of the collector?
Yeah.
Why do we always have to lose and they don't? Now I know what they say it's because we do all the work, but that's not like a good argument.
No.
I think they just have to take, if you can't get the license,
Don't put the team in.
take it on the chin. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I've no idea why they left out Lyon and Man City from the women's. That must have been something to do with maybe personal image rights or something.
Who knows what that was?
Very strange.
But it'd be nice to know.
Be nice to know. I would say licensing is the one thing. We've been doing this podcast for so long, and we've had so many conversations with people, and we've learned so much. Licensing is the one thing that I feel really no more informed about than when we started.
And I think if there was more transparency on licensing, I think it could actually put pressure on the likes of Leon.
Yeah.
It's like look how successful that set was, and how many people got into the hobby, and like how good it's going to be for women long term and stuff like that. And it's like, Leon, you were missing from that.
Yeah.
Why? Because you were greedy, looking for an extra X amount of money, or because you were just this, or what's the reason? If the reason was kind of point like, oh, Leon asked for treble, anyone else was getting, then it's like, Leon, public image of Leon, people like Leon, you're a bit scummy.
Yeah.
So,
no, I think
I
you just leave them out and tighten the checklist, because it almost like sends a message, as you say.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, especially if it's France, Italy, Germany, England, like, what's the point? Like,
Scrap the product.
yeah, what kind of appeal is that product going to have? Because if you take those out and put like 2 smaller nations in one place of one of those nations, or don't put anybody in instead, then it's still appealing. But like, who's it appealing to if it's taken out? I don't know.
Yeah, you can imagine
not taken out.
opening them packs. A lot of the cards that come out unlicensed.
Yeah, at that stage,
What are you doing?
Moukoko, Yusuf Moukoko,
The goat. The hobby savior.
Yeah, Yusuf Moukoko,
The child.
101 Superfactor from 2020 Topps Chrome Bundesliga, which is his, maybe along with the Sapphire, his nicest
Yeah, absolutely.
looking card. That year's Bundesliga design was beautiful.
What is he has Champions League Chrome. So sorry. Looks terrible.
I don't like the Champions League.
It looks so terrible, and the Sapphire looks terrible for last year. Like the Bundesliga is different.
Is it? And we just had 25th of July a sale, $13,000 for his Superfractor from 2020-2021 Topps Chrome Bundesliga. 13,000, I believe, is what that Sydney Rebiger auto or Superfractor sold for. Remember, man, it was Leipzig and then went to Greater Fürth in the second division. This is a much more reasonable sale. We own a Moukoko 101.
One of the few Moukoko 101s. In fact, one of only 2 Moukoko 101 autographs in existence.
Yeah. So ours is like from the summer of his
The summer tour, the preseason essentially.
Preseason of season just gone.
Yeah.
But this is really good for the Moukoko market.
The Moukoko fan.
It's like it's not crazy, but it is crazy, and that's kind of good.
It's a good number.
Yeah, it's not too high to where you're like, well, this is just some lunatic or this is fake.
It
is high when you consider that.
But it's interesting that it wasn't graded. First of all, I think that's an important thing.
Yeah.
We don't know what the damage is like on the back, if that issue is there. But a lot of people don't grade 101s.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Because that could get graded, sent to golden, and do a bigger number, especially if it's a 10.
But clearly, whoever pulled this decided. Let's see.
Do we know where the listing was from by any chance? Probably not.
I could find out.
It's USD, so it's probably in the States.
Yeah.
No, sometimes it's not. I just like to know, like, because if it's European, that could be a reason it wasn't graded. They just said, "I'm not grading it."
Okay.
I love how you have so much faith in eBay.
Show me the sale.
Yeah, I just
Here it is.
Oh wow.
United States.
Okay.
See original listing. It was
That never
sold
worked.
from Fresno, Texas,
Wow.
by Renef Sales. There you go. Interesting.
I wonder if that was recorded being ripped.
I have no idea. I have no idea the
That's some card. Like, honestly, that's a card I would have loved. And not even just like the 101, obviously, but like that year's Bundesliga and Sapphire Moukoko parallels just look beautiful.
And poor Sebastian Allaire,
Hmm.
in his medical, they discovered some sort of irregularity, and he may have to go and get. Well, he does go medical treatment for a potential tumor. And
He has
so
a
he's
testicular tumor.
yeah, so he's out sick.
But I think he's already in the hospital. I think they might have done it already.
The procedure, but they're not. He's not back.
He's out sick. Yeah, he's not back.
So that's kind of an unexpected and sad opportunity for Moukoko to play.
Yeah, in preseason, I seen Moukoko was playing striker down the center with a 3 in behind him, and to the right of the 3 was Adiemi.
Right.
So that's interesting
Yes, that's interesting.
that they're putting Moukoko up top as
Yeah.
the striker. Well, especially Adeyemi could play there. 13,000. Where do you think that puts ours, Jason?
Okay, so ours is an auto.
Ours is an auto. Ours is in a grey area of rookie cards.
Yeah.
We've seen the PSA registry say crazier things with rookies.
Mm-hmm.
It is his first autograph, which has weight to it. First year autograph. He's an interesting case. He's been in every single top product possible, and there's been no autographs because he's not signing. He's too young, I believe.
So the question is ours worth more or less than that?
Is a
1-on-1
arbitrary autograph, but in the context is the important part. In the context that there isn't other autographs,
yes,
more or less valuable than a 1-on-1 from Topps Chrome, which obviously that brand has so much power in sports cards. I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it?
It also kind of applies to the Kylian Mbappe autographs that it will be out with the PSG Chrome.
It's a bit different.
It's a little bit different, but like that idea of the first
autograph.
First auto, and obviously the anticipation for Mbappe's first auto is...
We thought it would just never happen.
Yeah. So
has it taken too many years for it to come out? Like, could that impact it maybe a little bit?
Where it's almost like, if this came out in 2019 or 2020...
But who knows?
I think we should be in and around...
That 13.
That 13.
But ours is graded.
So...
Pop 1, they say.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll be at the National.
I
don't... the National is an interesting thing because it's happening before the soccer season.
Yeah.
So I think there's got a lot of soccer deals to be got at the National because a lot of players are down bad.
Yeah.
Like Haaland, for example, who could be about to reach his highest highs. Not in terms, not financial advice, but I mean in terms of exposure.
Mm-hmm.
If he hits the ground running the first few Premier League games, the media that's going to be around that is going to be crazy. And it's so interesting that that's going to be happening just after the National.
Yep.
Like the week after the National. That's like...
So it's like if you can...
There's a lot... Like you could do huge shit in the month of August if you buy right at the National and sell.
Yep.
Like there's such a jump to me if you do it right. Obviously you could buy someone, you could get injured, blah, blah, blah. There's risks. But I'm just saying like there's so much... Because of how the National and then the actual start of the season is aligned.
Mm-hmm.
After a long summer, not a lot happening, you know, all this sort of shit. Huge opportunity if you do it right. And we should attempt to do that.
I think so.
Attempt to do it right.
We will attempt to do it right. And then we will inevitably make some sort of...
Dele Alli purchase.
Dele Alli blunder. But no, the Moukoko thing, I think, it's a good sale. Who knows what's going to happen to him this season. But he has about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more seasons of getting right into the first team.
In 2027, he will still be eligible for the German under-21s.
So we're in no hurry.
And the person who bought that probably just said... Like, people on the timeline were saying in 2025, you can add a 0 to the end of that price. And you know something I seen recently, Jason?
What's that?
To show you the market and everything. This one, actually, can I say to all of... This is how you know you're early in soccer. And to all of the Americans that were deep in sports cards, I don't know how y'all fumbled this, because if I was in sports card I would never fumbled this. 2019 consistently, the Cristiano Ronaldo 2002 Mega Cracks PSA 10 was going for $2,000.
Wow.
In 2019.
Yeah.
Like in context, in 2019 it's fully he's an all-time GOAT.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not, there's no risk. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
One of the 4 best players ever, the most followed person on Instagram, all this sort of shit. Has won probably two Champions League back to back. I don't remember when he did 3 run.
Yeah.
And his fucking PSA 10 rookie, which would have been below Pop 40, because right now it's at 38. So it probably was Pop 20 at that time. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
$2,000. Consistent. Like, multiple sales at that price. Less than 14 months later, it was 200 grand. 100x.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge fumble. If you were in sports cards. And it gets you thinking. And then you look at the Lewis Hamilton as well, the Futera.
Yeah.
Again, he's a GOAT. He was a certified GOAT before that thing was, you know, so it's interesting. But the Ronaldos, that's nuts.
Yeah. Well,
But just sorry, for context to that, what I was trying to say, 13,000 on a Moukoko in this market.
Yeah.
If he goes on to really get ahead of steam, 13,000 for what is a 1 of 1, not a random, you know, base card, whatever. There's money to be made.
Could be
there.
a good deal. Yeah.
Could be a terrible deal though. You may never, you know, it's very difficult for young players to be guaranteed. That's why it's $2,000, Jason, for Cristiano Ronaldo.
I know.
In 2019, not in 2004, 2006.
Yeah.
2019, certified GOAT.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
And
Such a, I don't know how, like, there must have been someone taking advantage of all that. There must have been. I just don't see
Yes.
any. I know Damien,
Yeah.
but I don't see a lot else.
I understand. I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
There are a number of people who we know who have collections that are not public.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll tell you off the air.
well.
So, right, let's have a look at what else we have on the docket.
I followed a really interesting. I never told you this, Jason.
Yeah.
I followed a real interesting account on Instagram recently.
Right.
There's Whatnot
I know what. No.
and Bits.
I know bits.
There's a Chinese version.
Okay.
And there's a Instagram account that every week or every month, every week does like a breaking news of the 5 or 10 biggest sales on that thing.
Okay.
Because there's huge shit going down on that platform.
Really?
Like huge high end shit, like some 2015 Flawless going for 50k, like shit like that. That's just like happening every week. And they're like, oh, by the way, this has been pulled and it's been sold on this website, verified from the seller, from the owner of the platform. It's been sold. Like, I'm going to show you. I don't have all the name. I can't remember the name of it, but there's some mad shit over there.
All right.
And that could become, I think, a Hobby HQ section because it's such a good report every week of just
Yeah,
these huge soccer sales. It's always soccer.
Interesting.
There you go.
Interesting.
I want to hear about these off the air collection pieces.
Yeah.
I might fight a few people.
Right, let's just how far are we into the show?
We're deep.
We're deep. Oh my god, we're so deep into the show. It's unbelievable. So we're going to the National. If you're going to be there, we will put out some information on when we're going to do meetups and stuff, and try and catch people.
If you see us, stop us, chat to us.
Yeah, and if you're on the, we're going to be on the show floor most days.
Yeah,
wandering around.
We don't have a table. We're just wandering.
And even if we're not, like, for certainly Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to be around, like, so if we're not at the show floor, we'll be like outside getting lunch or something, but like we're not be far. So if you're at the show, like, you can text us and like we'll
hit us on Twitter.
Yeah, if you want to say hi,
Instagram.
If you want to, I don't know, do a trade, see what we have, or you want to even, like, I don't know, get a picture or something, or you think we don't want to get a picture with you,
Depends who you are.
That would be really confident. Then you can do that too. But like just
we haven't
DMs.
got a lot of photos at the London show, so it's not weird to say
we
that.
always make people. It's like, I was thinking about that because a couple of times
We make a deal and we say let's get a
let's
photo.
get a photo. But I was thinking, because another thing is, by the way, just going back to both of our behavior.
Yeah, we need to.
We're both so tired every time we go to London.
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
And like when you're tired, you kind of lean into whatever like is your ability to moderate yourself gets lost. That's like, I was thinking, like, there's people who make deals of equal or greater magnitude than the deals we get pictures of.
See it.
That we just go, great, okay, thanks, man.
But for me, it's just a bit of banter.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, it occurs to me that, like, after those people are seeing on Instagram, like, God, great to get this big deal done, and they're looking and they're like,
that was my smallest deal of the day.
yeah, or like, I did a deal with them. There was no picture. You know, why did I not get a picture?
But it's not. Sometimes if it's a listener or something, I like to get a photo.
No, I know. What I'm saying is, we're not. Do
you think that people come to our table at a show and think that was a lot?
Yeah.
But do you think it's fun? I think people have a crack at our table.
For some people, it's fun.
Some people, it's not there. They're
not there for that.
They were not there for that. But I think some people we just leave alone.
That's
fairness. True. We gauge the people.
Someone asked us, oh, so do you guys work for Soccer Cards United?
That was fun.
And we said, we're it.
This is it.
This is
the book stops here.
Yeah. It's just two of us. I love the idea, though, that we were two guys that had been hired and sent over Soccer Cards United.
Some headhunting they done.
Who are, I don't know where in this situation, where are the guys that run Soccer Cards United?
Oh, they were working away and they said we really killed it hiring them too.
Yeah. They're
brilliant at chemistry. Mwah.
Yeah. And sometimes people just walk by and go like, man, it's crazy to hear the voices, and then just wander off.
Like, wow, I feel like my earphones in.
I'm like, do you want to...
What was it? Some people like don't know how to say that they listen.
Yeah.
So you walk up, they make conversation about something totally different, and they don't know where they swing in and be like, episode 94 was great. And it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
You meant to...
Tell me you listen.
Tell me that first.
Yeah.
Someone else caught us blindsided with that. I don't know. I was chatting to someone for ages, and they were like, I didn't know you were Irish. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. And then they were like, talking about our YouTube videos 2 minutes later, and I was like, wait, yeah, so you're listening?
Yeah, so you're listening.
What's happening?
Oh, there was also...
in fairness, though, I knew Sasha T gets too much time on this show. When I went to VCon, I seen Sasha T and I knew him. I'd seen his content shit, but I just walked up and said, "What's up?" Didn't say like, "I'm Soccer United. I'm this. You're Sasha." I didn't say. I was just like, "Oh, what's up?" And I was like, "Do you want to buy a case of Dynasty?" And then he said, "Come back to me," and then I just never came back because I was having a good time.
Yeah.
Up to no
Somebody
good.
came up, a listener came up, who's Irish but has lived in England for years. And
Oh my god!
produced
I wanted to fight him.
a big dirty pile of Messi rookies.
Clean, pristine
It was
motherfucker.
unbelievable.
And I always wanted them. Like I want them. I want that whole set. And he
Yeah.
had them in Spanish and Catalan just in case.
It was brilliant.
No, it wasn't really for me. It hurt me.
Well, you're not excited.
I was delighted for him.
Yeah.
And especially the story of, he's had them for years, all that. I'm like, I love that.
Yeah, and he said his son, right? I think he's like his son's probably like maybe like late teen or in 20s. That's kind of the idea I got. But he said his son, he's like, my son has no interest in these. Like, he says I'm mad, like, that I shouldn't be collecting them. And then he was talking about getting them graded. And I said to him, I was like, okay, your son has never shown an interest in these. Do not tell him when they get graded, because he'll be interested like that. It's like all of a sudden, you get the invoice from PSA and it says
Tens.
you owe us like 15,000 more, and all of a sudden your son's like, I always knew that was brilliant. You're keeping them, aren't you?
Messi's a goat. We need to keep them in the family heirloom.
Yeah, don't sell them, please. No, but that was really cool to see them.
No, that was great
in person.
I love that shit.
A couple of people asked us about. We're talking about grading and middlemen and all this stuff. Do you think people think grading is more complicated than it is?
1,000,000%.
That's what I got as well.
But I also I got into the point of doing the cleaning of the cards, the assessment and all that shit. Like, we have friends even in Ireland that ask me to do the submitting. So a lot of people just there's this a bit of a learning curve, but it's not as you don't need a middleman.
You don't need a middleman.
But I'm trying to think, because we have kind of elevated it up, as you said, even from a logistics point of view.
Yeah,
We have a lot of materials for shipping and stuff like that.
that's true.
So for us, it's like, this is easy. We do this in our sleep. But it's
Yeah.
like, is it? So I need to kind of almost unlearn, look at it, assess it, figure it out. But I think maybe Soccer United maybe whip out some YouTube videos explaining it to the people.
Somebody actually commented on a recent YouTube video and said, do you guys do submissions for Europeans?
Remember, I said that I need to work out a couple bits.
Yeah,
Because we don't want to overwork ourselves, Jason.
certainly not.
We work hard. But just from a shipping point of view, I think it would be great.
Yeah.
Because we have that down.
Yeah, I was actually going to say to the listener that was, but then I didn't want to seem dodgy. Yeah, I'll take those home with me.
The Messi's.
Yeah.
I would have loved them.
Oh my god. The
Podcast telling us we're finished. The podcast is yeah, done.
The theme music just went off to tell us we'd.
Did you have that in there as a kind of hour point?
Yeah, it's just in there. It's in the.
Is that always in there?
It's no, not always. It's just a new thing, but it's actually a bit early because last week's episode was short. So we still have about 10 minutes left.
No, it's fine. I don't mind that. There's lots we didn't talk about football yet.
But that was funny.
That was funny. They're just yeah, done.
The show's
It's yeah, I'll grade your Messi's, and then that music plays. You never see us again. I would have definitely submitted them for him, but
yeah.
in fairness, you're kind of. I don't know how I would even quote. I wouldn't have charged them, but say if we were running it as a business and we were to charge, I don't know what I would. What's a fee?
That's
for
what I mean. What I couldn't decide was I was like.
And I'm also imagine shipping it and they get lost or something, and then you're
Then
just
it's your
liable.
fault. Yeah. I was gonna say we could do that for you, but then I was like, what's more dodgy, charging or not charging? Because if you charge, then at least it's they know what you're getting out of this deal. Yeah. But if you say no, I'll do it for free, I'll take care of everything, don't worry about it, it's a pleasure to
And then
help.
if shit goes missing,
Yeah, then it's you planned this from day one.
you knew what was happening.
You knew it was happening.
I would have liked to try buy them off him, but I just didn't think that was an option. I didn't want to disrespect him.
No, I was chatting to him and I kind of
You kind of flirted with the idea.
Yeah, I said and are you looking to move them at all? Or
And he said no.
he said no, I think I'm gonna grade them. He said I've held them long enough. I don't need, what the time to get them graded isn't.
Yeah, the time to sell them. If you missed the peak of selling,
Exactly. Yeah.
so I may as well grade. I had a fucking PSA 8 that I bought for 600 on PWCC, and I think at its peak was 3.5 maybe. And I was delighted. I said I fucking killed it. And I think now it's at 600 again.
Yeah.
But the thoughts of a PSA 8 Campio being 600.
Opportunity.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't want to get into it.
If he wins the World Cup, it's a different conversation.
Here's one, Jason. If you don't like Ronaldo at all, nobody does. There's, for example, it's so hard to find the Ronaldo mega cracks.
Yes.
It'll be at the show.
Yeah.
Now the PSA 10 will be unaffordable for us, but if you've seen a PSA 7 at the show,
Yeah.
they look for. I think PSA 7 is probably 20 grand or something at this point. I don't know. I don't know. The Ronaldo's starting to get its hype, but imagine spending 20 grand on PSA 7.
Yeah.
Oh please.
Whee!
No, but I don't know. The sticker,
Not even that old.
PSA 10 of the sticker did 80 grand,
Right.
but that I think it's like pop fucking 4, pop 2
Yeah.
or some shit. That sticker is beautiful. But I think there's something about Panini stickers that would trigger me.
Right.
Because I just know they were so readily available. But I know Mega Cracks is the same, but it's different.
Yeah.
This sticker is just a little... I know what it is. I've held a million stickers in my life, and they're fucking flimsy.
The sticker has lost its mystery for you.
Oh, I don't know. I love the Ronaldo is one of the cleanest cut. Oh, if I was in this fucking shit in 2018. He has one sticker, one card, and they're both Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. It's clean.
I'd be a millionaire
Yeah.
if I knew about this fucking hobby. And it's not like on hindsight, you could have bought Ronaldo. If I knew the hobby was the hobby, and you're telling me about Jordan Fleer rookies, I'd have been like, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. Let me get some of these Ronaldos.
I was looking at the Ronaldo PSA 10 when it hit 40 grand.
Right.
I wanted to buy it, right?
Yeah.
Didn't have 40 grand, but I was like, I'm gonna buy this. This Ronaldo's crazy. And then like literally a month later, it was 200 grand. I was telling my mother, I was like, if I had 40 grand last month, I'd have 200 grand right now.
And where is it now?
It's 300.
It's 300.
Between 2 and 3. I think there was one sale at 300. Or maybe 150 now. Sorry, it's been around there. It's gone. You're not gonna find it there, Jason.
I'm not gonna. I'm just looking for like any kind of. Is that it?
That's the Ronaldo. Yeah.
8.5. $8,000. $8,000. BGS 8.5. That's good.
For me, with those cards, I wouldn't buy a BGS just because there has been fakes, and BGS just grade it. So, like for the sticker specifically, maybe not the Mega Cracks, but a lot of fakes, a lot of fascines.
There's a PSA 7 6,500.
Now
we're talking.
can I say if we're at the show?
Yeah.
When was that sale?
That was July 11th. 2 weeks ago. Exactly 2 weeks ago to the day.
If we were at the show, there's cards in our possession I would trade for a PSA 7 of that.
Yeah, so would I.
Great. But that's we have a few missions to do
Yep.
on the show. If we came away with a Ronaldo and a Messi, I don't even care about the grades.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're Soccer Cards United. We're not Steph Curry Green Pulsar United.
No. Can I trade you this Steph Curry for this stupid Argentinian that can't score in the league, huh? Someone recently... Oh, there's a vlogger who I only found recently. It's a big sports card vlogger. I think they'll have a table, Jason. I want to show you them. But they went and they managed to secure...
This guy went to Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 101 Topps Chrome, first ever Topps Chrome Soccer 101 of Messi and Ronaldo autographs, and I think base. And they're just building up such a fucking catalogue of cards, amazing cards.
I was so angry when I saw that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we literally share the North Sea.
Yeah.
It touches Ireland and touches Norway.
But like, what are these Norwegians doing with this card?
Oh my God.
How did it happen?
I don't know. Sometimes it's one guy in Norway.
No, that happened with the fucking Mbappe Prism.
Yeah.
That fucker who had it in a binder.
Yeah.
I seen that like 3 months before the sale happened. And I was just like, why did I not try get that sale done?
Yeah.
Because no matter what he would have sold it for, I'd have sold it for more.
Yeah. You just had to get it off him.
He definitely didn't sell it cheap. Like he wasn't, he knew what it was.
Oh, yeah. He knows what
he kind of knew what he had. He had it in a binder.
Yeah.
But he would have sold it a lot cheaper than... I literally could have taken it from him, brought it to this national.
Yeah.
And probably 1.5.
I know.
Comfortably. And I'm just like... I seen that. I think I quote tweeted and said, LOL, that's nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Less tweeting.
More fucking hopping on planes.
More hopping on planes.
The fucking... he might have been in Paris, I think.
Yep. Get your freaking flyer miles up, big dog.
Yeah, I wasn't... Listen. Do you know what was funny?
What's that?
When I first really got deep into the hobby,
yeah,
it was the disgusting part of COVID lockdown, where it was literally like planes weren't doing nothing. No one was going anywhere.
Yeah.
And there was this fucking mecca of foosball Haalands all over Austria. And I was literally looking at ways to get there.
Yeah. And you couldn't move.
And I was like, there's so much money over there in these Haaland foosballs. And I was literally like, being like, if I got an Airbnb and if I got a plane and if I stayed there for a month and if I did this and if I did that, I was like, even though if that cost me a few grand, I'm going to be way up. But then it was just like, literally, you can't get on a plane, really.
And you know what's interesting as well, Enzo? And maybe this will
tickle my fancy.
Tickle your fancy. If you had done that,
yeah,
Soccer Cards United would not exist.
No, am I?
No, because you would have been...
I would have made so much Austrian foosball, I would have just disappeared.
No, you would have been...
In Austria.
In Austria.
Yeah, but I would have been delving with cards. I would have eventually brought it back to you, surely.
But by that time, who knows? I may have been in a different mood that day.
That's true. I really had to... I tiptoed into your house that time when I got that going. If you think of it in hindsight...
Yeah.
I just strolled into your house. From your point of view, just strolled into your house with loads of different types of cards.
Yeah. Fuck my whole life up.
Fucking change the trajectory of your entire life.
Yes. And now I get in trouble because sometimes I'm a bit too casual at card shows.
Can you? But I didn't want to.
I didn't ask for this.
You brought it to me.
I was watching TV at my house.
Yeah, you were having a good time.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is a prism." That was so funny. It was.
And I was like,
You're like, is he all right? You were like, lockdown's got to Enzo real bad. I don't think he spoke to anyone in 4 months. I think he's
talking to the cards.
I think he's unwell.
Yeah. And now look at us.
He's like, I think he just really misses football. He hasn't watched it in a while.
You're like using the cards like to play.
And you're just like, please get out of my house. And then something happened from there. A beautiful thing was born. But there's shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think we should probably do?
Okay.
Day one at the National.
Right. Now, do you mean day one like Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
The real day one is Thursday, isn't it? I'm thinking, what if we say first day,
Yeah.
we don't buy anything?
That's a good policy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Commit to not buying anything, suss everything out.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's the risk of people are going to buy it up. But I think there's plenty there.
Yeah.
There's enough there for us.
Yeah.
There
I
you
think
go.
so too. Watch the breaks. I was saying on Twitter earlier, somebody said something like, what day should I go to the National if I can only go 2 days? And if I can find this... Oh my
Is
God.
there any specific card you're looking for, Jason, at the National? Like, is there any specifics? Like, there's 2 Hamiltons that I want from 2020 Sapphire.
Yeah.
Have them in my crosshairs. I've actually I found both of them on Instagram. One of them I lost. And of 5 I lost. Like, I don't know who has it. I was in a DM. I was like, I'm going to message you next week, like 4 months ago. And I can't find him. He might be at the National, but I don't know his username.
So you have to just kind of come across that.
Yeah, and
again.
there's 2 people that own the other Hamilton I'm looking for. One of them has like an SGC 9.5 and wants a premium for it. And I'm like, I honestly just want a PSA 8, which the other guy has. But it's not for sale. That's a listener of the show. You bastard. You fucking scumbag. Apart from that, though,
Yeah.
I want a 2014 Prism Messi Auto.
Yeah.
That's what, like one of them PSA 10.
Yeah.
Now, I think the people at the National are not going to give a fuck about comps.
No, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, so for me, it's like I want it at the comps.
Yeah, I've heard that if you start telling certain national dealers about eBay comps, they say eBay isn't real. This is real. I'm here now, and
Price is price.
price to price, and then they just put your head in the toilet and flush it.
I definitely, I think we're going to come against one deal like that, Jason, where we're going to come back to you on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what What's the Brace was saying. He was saying Thursday's the best day for meeting people because it's not as busy. Sunday's the best day for deals
Because everyone just wants
everyone wants to get gone what they brought.
Yeah, fair.
And Friday and Saturday are just madhouse.
Great. Makes sense. Friday, Saturday, people aren't working, whatever.
Yeah. So I think taking the Thursday to just meet people.
Is the Wednesday the first day of the show?
Wednesday is like the VIP event, and then I don't know if the show floor is open after that. I'm confused.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like a welcome event, and then I think the show starts
Can I
maybe
say,
formally on
I
Thursday.
heard a rumor that at that welcome event, this is like salacious rumor that I heard.
Yeah.
At that welcome event, they said, and maybe this happens every year, where there's hobby rumor, there's national rumors.
Somebody just told you this
Yeah, I can't remember where I seen it on a Facebook post.
on a Facebook post.
But someone said at that event, apparently at the VIP welcome event on Wednesday, Fanatics are going to announce the acquisition of Panini.
That's insane.
To me, that kind of an acquisition is so huge, and I think doing a deal with Panini in any sorts seems very impossible.
Yeah.
The National does seem like the kind of place to announce a huge.
Yeah, because it's
thing.
kind of like a half trade show, half industry conference.
It's
kind of thing.
it's the mecca of sports cards, Jason. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's good or bad if it's true. But that's what I heard. So I'm going to have my kind of ears out. I'm going to be prepared for that. If that happens, it won't catch me.
You're gonna bring your little notebook,
I want to say,
and if that is announced, you write down the details as they come out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll break it back live.
Be taking
on the podcast.
photos of the slides,
But
post them on Twitter live from the National.
yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, Jason, we're in for it.
We're in for it.
This is going to be maybe one of the craziest things we've done. We almost didn't go. We said all year we're not going to this one. We said this
all
is
year,
too early.
it's
We'll go
too
to the
early.
next one.
Yeah.
Now we're ready. We have some heat with us, which we're actually really scared about bringing it
Big heat.
to the airport. We've decided to just put it in a backpack, but we think TSA or whoever TSA, they're going, is this PSA? I'm TSA. Do you know what that is?
TSA, yeah.
Take
Yeah.
my PSA. We're kind of scared about that.
Yes.
That could become a podcast story at the time when they asked us what these were worth, and we said, "You're way above comps."
I hope no story
Comes
happens
out of
on
it.
the podcast where it's us in a windowless room
Yeah,
and somebody's kind of tapping a baton against the table.
Ken Golden said, "You're here now."
Yeah. Ken sends his regards.
Yeah,
Ba-bam!
Babe Ruth had this.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah.
And then
Straight
you
up the
fucking
side of the head.
he'll post it then on the next golden auction, lot 1, and it'll be like, this has blood from Babe Ruth, and everyone's bidding on it, but you know it's yours. You know it was you, and you can't say anything.
Yeah, I think that's my blood.
It is mine. Kenny, do you want to meet Ken?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he'd want to meet us. We're nothing but cruel to him on the podcast.
But we have some fire.
We have some fire, but I think we don't
not fire
have
to him.
No, we don't have the kind of fire that gets you in a room with Ken.
The Mukoko 101.
I think we have the kind of fire where someone from the Golden Organization
will say, "Oh, kind of like that.
I kind of love that. I'll deal with that. We'll get you through." Where there are some deals where they go like, "We need this." They call Ken. Can you come over? We got a potential seller here. You need to come and close this deal. Great to meet you. My God, where'd you get this car? Tell me the whole story.
Do you want to go on my private jet?
Yeah. Whereas us, it's like,
if Mukoko plays his cards right in the next few years,
we'll get a call.
I can't say, "I used the lads that had that fella."
Yeah.
I'll say that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us. That's us, Kenny.
Do you want to leave it there?
I think so. I don't remember. Haaland scored his first goal for City.
Yeah.
So if you're coming looking for a blue-red fusion, that price just went up.
The price went up.
I'm sad. That's the thing I'm sad about. Can I just say?
Because Haaland's prices are...
They have every potential to boom in the next 2 months.
Yeah.
But the Nationals now.
I know.
So I'm either going to end up buying a lot of Haaland shit and hoping, or I'm just going to not sell the fusion and just wait and then sell it. But it's kind of like, it'd be such a great sell at the National. But
now is not the right time to sell.
It can't be the time. It's he just signed for City. He could potentially rip up the Premier League.
Yeah. I think over the weekend in London, I was saying to somebody they wanted to sell their Haaland, and I was like, well, you got to sell it between the start of the season and the World Cup break.
Yeah.
Don't sell it now, because like,
what's the point? Yeah.
That might be foosball stickers or something.
There's going to be so much nice shit at the National. We need to be very careful.
Yeah, I
mean, we're susceptible to being a bit nutty,
and we also haven't been like surrounded by the kind of cards
that we're going to see.
Yeah, we're kind of going through.
It's going to be nuts. Like, someone's going to have a table full of the Bundesliga Haalands in different colours, all PSA 10s. They're just going to have them all there.
Yeah.
And we're going to be like, holy fucking, what the fuck?
It's going to start shaking.
Going to start fucking... Now, here's one thing. I have a 2019-2020 Champions League Sapphire box.
Right.
The 101 Haaland has not been pulled to date.
Right.
Part of me wants to bring it and rip it, but also part of me wants to just bring it and sell it, and part of me wants to leave it at my house. What do I do? I mean, at this point, bringing all the shit we're bringing, I should probably leave it at home.
Yeah,
but don't need another box.
Next year's National.
In fairness, if Haaland's going to boom, that box should. Never mind. That's us.
For the listener, I just nodded kind of sagely like that. But
Jason's tired, needs to pack his bags. It's 10 o'clock.
I got to pack my bags. I had loads of football stuff on the docket, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, we're going to the National. We just came back from London. We're doing our best here.
We're doing our best here.
We gave you a show. Listen, I went to Jason's house. He didn't want it. He said, please, not today. We'll do a Zoom. And I said, listen, my internet is not really...
We got to do it in person.
It looks better.
It looks better.
We have a studio for a reason.
It feels better.
Beautiful studio.
It sounds better. It looks better.
I'm like, yeah, Jason, we have a lot of camera equipment, a lot of sound equipment.
And we got to make our money back on it.
Yeah.
We're in deep on that camera.
Yeah, we're overexposed on this table.
Yeah.
Which we really shouldn't be.
Right. Oh, sorry about the mess here, by the way, everyone.
No, don't worry about it.
But this, I think, gives the illusion of a working environment.
And that's all we have is the illusion.
All right. We'll see you on Thursday for Postcards United live from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
No.